Tell me, can you smell what the Nuge is cooking? Roll VT. Welcome back, Geekdom. Nothing but the Nuge. I'm Nuge, still here. Let's crack on. So over the weekend I went to see the new disaster movie San Andreas. The San Andreas Fault line goes doolally and causes all kinds of shenanigans that The Rock, aka Dwayne Johnson, is going to have to go and sort out. And I thought, hang on a minute. No, Lois, we're still feeling a bit queasy. You're going to need to move that kryptonite back a little bit further. What do you mean I've still got my glasses on? Well, I can't see without my glasses. Clark Kent's not just a disguise, you know. I need to keep my glasses on. I can't see. Hold up a minute. Hold up. I hear something. Sounds like San Andreas Fault line's gone again. But I fixed that back in the 70s. Okay, well that clears that up, thanks Soups. So the whole point of this film is the fact that obviously, as I said before, it stars Dwayne Johnson, and he plays a helicopter rescue pilot. I don't know his surname, but he's called Ray. Do you know what I mean? To be honest, he was just Rock the helicopter pilot as far as I was concerned. But anyway, San Andreas Fault line kicks off, and Ray's daughter gets stranded up at San Francisco, and Ray and his estranged wife Emma, who's played by Carla Gugino, I hope I said that right, have to go get her. That is pretty much the film. Oh, and there's some other stuff going on with some scientists. But aside from that, that is pretty much the film. Oh, and there's the Weasley boyfriend that Emma is about to move into. But the main story is Emma and Ray heading off to San Francisco and save their daughter before she gets flattened. I'm a massive disaster film fan. From the Towering Inferno to the Poseidon Adventure, you got a lot of guts, lady. A lot of guts. To some of the new stuff like Day After Tomorrow. You name it, if it's a disaster, I've been to see it. I've got to tell you, I loved it. My boy, Rock, he was just kicking it in that film. Even though he was on this mission to go to San Francisco to save his daughter, he would quite happily stop off to kind of help out other people because that was his job. And let's be honest, you see someone like The Rock coming up to you telling you to run somewhere and do something, you just do it, right? You don't ask no questions, you just crack on and do it.
We are going now!
It just knocked it out of the park. When we actually came out of the cinema, I was half expecting Northampton to just have been gone. It was just me and my wife and a few stock survivors left, and I was going to have to lead them to freedom. Come on! What are you waiting for? We gotta go now! And I just thought if I did that, I may never get invited back to that cinema again. But in my head, that's what I was screaming. I love the fact that his daughter was clearly just trained by him because she was just as badass. So was the mum as well. And everyone kind of had their moment. As a disaster movie, it did put a foot wrong. CGI was really good overall. There was a couple of moments where it was a little bit ropey. You know the scenes I'm talking about when you see them. The music was epic. I think it's by a guy called Andrew Norrington. I can't be sure. Some of the newer disaster movies I think are great and CG's good and whatever. But I think what this one did was it kind of had that heart of an old school disaster movie. You were half expecting like Charlton Heston to pop out from somewhere and give some speech, or Steve McQueen to kind of like just be one of The Rock's kind of helicopter team. Which brings me to one of my kind of little bugbears really about the film was, so in the film The Rock kind of had this kind of elite helicopter rescue team, and you don't really see a lot of them other than the opening sequence, and it's a real shame because even in that little opening sequence I just kind of felt that I really wanted to see more of those guys. But on the flip side, I think they did really well with Paul Giamatti, who was playing like a sort of scientist who kind of discovers what's going wrong, and they used his storyline kind of in parallel with the Rock storyline, and I felt they worked really well together. But at the same time, the focus of the film was solely on Ray and Emma's search for their daughter, rather than having lots and lots of different strands, which is what a lot of disaster movies do. I'd probably argue it had two stories really. Let's try that again. Two stories really, but it was always clear that the main story was the search for the daughter.
I love you, Dad.
Don't you quit on me!
So should you go and see San Andreas? Yes. Should you go and see it in the cinema? Hell yes if you can, because I think the effects and whatever just work really, really well. If you can't get to see it at cinema and you got 3D TV, get this bad boy, Blu-ray 3D. So San Andreas, disaster movie, it's 2 thumbs up. I have no rating system, so I'm just going to go, it's 2 thumbs up. Go see it, you'll love it. Hey, that's it from me. So stay sassy, geekdom, and remember, if you're texting and driving and The Rock isn't around, stop it, because you'll be in trouble.